affirmative action policy in politics has led to the rise of women representation in parliament up to 35%. But as compared to the men, there are gender gaps. Welcome to Women Rise Up. Now, women participation and leadership in decision-making is of utmost importance for a country like Uganda to achieve its developmental goals. Well, on our discussion today, we are going to talk about on how we can inspire more women and empower them to lead in a society like this. We are going to watch a short film called Husband Support, and we shall be right back with our discussion. Don't go away.
Choro di uramo, chodi wanuramo. Mor bertela. Dia naga. Melaoye. Agoyo. Ya, omero nong la tela. Pinano. Miano ada de wangu kati. Tela pa choko nong ko. Chodi di. Wiru mela, wiru. When madam, we have tell berati. Olo wun kau ti tela. Jom berati. Kuman ba? Melaoye.
Jofi, ika tubo. Itamni tuan position ma de kirkit eni dogni no met patni tuero ni.
Lady, you see here. Me, Joe Godfrey and Melda, we have been here for 20 years in this market. And men, this leadership, men has been oppressing you people. It is time. It is time for you to give birth to my wife. You see the benefit of new leaders. Down it to arrow. One of them kidukan. Ungi kira down only when. Lokila wurni. Me not in the position any.
All I show and take a water shell by down in me. Make a bull pig down my young new tailor. Monkey good, tell
Yes, you people, I'm going to bring my wife and she speak to you. You hear from her, okay? Yeah, I was in the company, but I wanted you people to hear from her. Let me go and bring my wife and she speak to you people. You people, I greet you again. Good afternoon. I brought my wife. I promise you people that I'm going to bring my wife. I brought Melda is here. I don't want to talk on her behalf. She has been here. You know me, Godfrey. You know Melda. So let her speak with you people. You hear from her. But I beg you people kindly give vote to my wife, so you can hear from Melda. Melda, speak to your people.
Okay, thank you very much. Greetings, everyone. Marunweng. Maruning Yesu, Mr. Roba. Machalo wa ni Melda. Abiam ni unwen ngea. Tinga ma pingea kan. Pingea.
She's new. Yeah. She has just come.
Oh, okay. As you all know, this time is a time for election. And it can make me or maybe la tell me to choke what enemy, no one was enemy. So, this time what I'm need, that will be a kong, will be better. That tell her, Chodo tell what Ramoko, Chodo tell what to make a palm of carangate. This time, Kong don't want ye be Darokong, who be on the chill. Sure, Kong one name Kong and Lara move to me can cut down Beno to you. Pawangel experience mamon kalo piam cho ano berati manaka kong be wan be wati chi wanam la mabeno so ana alegu new yera ka yera abiti mu jembe weng ma twaro me wek kan ulak te mo be no a fa ma tek ba
Ching dong ko
Lucky enemy, the very like a dama duck out, Pimu, so there you go. And then a mirror.
Ako ay matek la penye. Eka gam di embed. Ako ay matek la penye magba. Ano si embed ni. Kamera waj lok maduwa. Inyo po la kare, butera maduwa gibyan waj lok maduwa. Ti pegiti yo. Ano gimara mo ma pasiene ka unu ayera. Wa mo biya ko committee pa mon. Ay biya po committee pa mon level mo ba. Gimara pura mo waj embed ano. Kamera waj lok maduwa.
Maybe supplement to that. My wife is promising to set a committee which she will pick some of you to be in the committee. She's trying to pick you people from this market, from the darkness to light. She's going to do it.
But I encourage all of us women to also take up other posts. It's time for us to wake up. We are not supposed to be just in the kitchen and in the bedrooms and all that. But we need to go out there. We need to explore. We need to do other things so that we make our country a better one. Thank you very much. I pray that you people elect me, we work together and develop this market of ours. Thank you very much.
Exactly. You know, these days, women empowering has been so hard. Especially, there are few men like me who will give time to their wife to come and lead. But it is time for you people. You support my wife. Give her a vote so that you see the example. So that other men, they also follow me. Okay? Give her a vote. Give her a vote. Thank you. Yeah.
Mr. Godfrey.
Oh, yes.
So it's true.
Chairman.
I've been hearing your
Thank God that you have come. I was even almost mobilizing for demonstration.
I heard that you were campaigning for my office seat. Who gave you the right? What do you mean unopposed? Did you first consult me? Do you really believe
look
that
around,
a woman
look around.
can...
How many men are here?
Do you
How
really
many
believe
men?
that a woman
Why do you
can
want to
lead?
lead women? So it is time for women.
Allow me finish. Do you really believe that a woman can finish? I mean, can lead?
Why not? Why not?
And you think I can really hand over to a woman?
When the time comes.
Mr. Godfrey, if you think you can go...
Chairman, we really appreciate what you have been doing. But let us give her time. Let's give time to women also.
Fine. If you really think she can lead, no problem. Go ahead. But if anything happens, don't call me.
It's okay,
don't
fine.
Call me.
It's okay, fine. Let's give chance to women.
I'm not here to fight. I know she has the support of the people. And I'm ready to hand over office to her next week. That's why I'm here. Yes, thank you.
Let us allow chance to women. Okay? Let's give chance to women, Chairman. Thank you for understanding.
Mr. Godfrey, I appreciate everything that you people are doing. It is okay. I had to rethink about what happened in the market the other time. That's why I came to you.
You have been working very well. You have been a very good leader. Only that, let us give women chance.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Thank you so much. Only that, I wish her the best in our new office and the best for her. That's what I
Thank you
pray
for understanding.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a nice time.
All right, all right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you
please,
so much.
madam.
Chairman.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, next time.
I've been telling you.
Welcome to Women Rise Up. Now with me here I have Honorable Doreen Nyanjura, who is the Deputy Lord Mayor. We are so glad to have you here, Honorable.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Your leadership journey has been very inspiring because I was reading and it came back from even school. Just give us a history of your leadership experience and how it has led you up to that position you are in now.
Well, thank you very much. I think I was lucky that I was raised up by parents that never set boundaries between one being a boy and one being a girl.
Wow.
So my father identified the leadership qualities in me when I was still a very young girl, and he has supported my leadership journey.
Wow.
He didn't only cheer from the pavilion, but he's been there for me. If it means campaigning on my behalf, my father has done that. And of course, leadership goes hand in hand with reading, because recently I was challenging someone that if you're to do a simple research, especially in Uganda, to find out what the women are reading and what the males are reading. Most likely you'll find the females reading about how to become good housewives, how to enlarge their hips, yes, how to make their husbands happy. But if you do an analysis on what the males are reading, you'll find most likely most of them are reading about how to become better leaders, how to become empowered in business, name it. So that creates a gap. You find that if they bring a platform for a female and a male, the males come out smarter simply because of that background. So I was lucky that at tender age, my leadership credentials were identified by my parents, and yes, they supported me to come through. I should say I've been a leader all my life.
Yeah, and even at Makerere University.
Yes, I've been a leader since my primaryhood. I've been a leader since secondary days. And of course at Makerere University, I should say I was one of the vocal student leaders. I was the guild vice president, and when I stepped from Makerere, I went and competed in FDC. Surprisingly, I was competing against men that were much older than me, and I defeated them hands down.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. We want to talk about the gender roles, of how people have stereotypes of what a woman should be doing, and women in leaders, and we find that some women have been affected by this, and the way people think, probably men are thinking, in how a woman should be, her position in the society. For you, through your experience, what have you faced while you were out there in the field?
Well, I've faced a number of challenges. I think one of my biggest hindrances, especially for the current position that I occupy as the Deputy Lord Mayor, which is number 2 in the city. To many people, it seems being married is a sign of effective leadership, and
Can I please say this?
definitely that is wrong.
Yeah, on Google, when you type in Doreen Nyanjura, you're going to get a question: is Doreen Nyanjura married?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So that is something, you know, you post something and everyone is like, but is she married? So even for brave ladies, even for courageous ladies like me that have been effective to some extent, yes, still those stereotypes are extended to us. People feel you are not capable enough. If you are appointed to a very big position, they tag, you know, they think it's because of your beauty. That is why you have gotten that position. So it has been one of my biggest challenges, but thankfully I've managed to overcome that, because we have leaders who are effective. Of course, the other challenge that is affecting women, especially in Uganda, politics has been turned into a war zone. Personally, I've been tortured, I've been brutalized, I have been detained, I've been arrested more than 15 times. You know, some of the scars on my face are a result of me choosing to participate in politics. So this, of course, has restricted very many women from taking part in the politics of this country. And of course, not speaking about myself, but speaking about the other women who are married, especially the married women. Now, let me talk as someone who is not married, but I honestly know some women have decided to abandon politics, to abandon leadership because they are married. When the male counterparts are still in the field holding meetings, especially, most of the meetings actually take place at night. If you're a married woman, your husband expects you to be home at 5. So that has also affected women in leadership.
What about the issue of finances? We really saw that the 2020 elections were involved a lot of money, and there were some women who had to back out of taking up positions because of the issue of money, not being able to have this money for nomination. The nomination fees went higher as a way to cut out some people. What do you have to say about that? Well,
that is one of the biggest challenges, especially in Uganda. Politics has become very highly commercialized. Yes, so I know there are those that really had to stop midway. I know there are those that had to abandon their ambitions. For example, this is not a new scenario in Uganda, where if you have more money and you know Nyanjura does not have much money, you come and buy me out of the race, you know. So I have seen very many women abandon their aspirations, abandon their hopes simply because they do not have the money, simply because they cannot compete with those that have money. So yes, it's one of the challenges that we have in Uganda, and it needs to be addressed. Because we have laws in place, but like you know, most of the laws we have here are not implemented. Bribery is not allowed, you know.
True, but
bribery is not allowed, but voters in most cases will go with the highest bidder. They'll even tell you so and so has not worked. But when voters are saying so and so has not worked, they don't mean that you don't bring out their issues. They mean that when their child is sick, you're never around to give them money to take that child to the hospital. Yes.
We see that the past elections are going to bring new members of parliament, women in the 11th parliament. Now, of course, those ones have never had experience in politics. For you, as you were joining the field, what little challenges have you fought, and what can you advise those women now who are going to join parliament, no experience, and in politics?
Well, like I've already hinted on one of the things they can do. That is they should try to read. They should love reading, and they should also try to identify, because when you read, you'll find mentors that you've never met. For example, insist that I've never come face to face with most of the leaders that I look up to. Most of them have long gone. For example, the likes of Che Guevara, the likes of Malcolm X, Winnie Mandela, you know, these are people that have long gone. So when you embrace reading, personally, I think you can really improve. But also talk to the leaders that have been in parliament before, and there are quite many. Yes, there are quite many. Some of them are very progressive, some of them are retired. Yeah, they can utilize some of the leaders that are there, talk to them. Most of these challenges are not very hard to encounter. Yes, because we have people that have lived these experiences before us. So for me, I think this is how I managed, you know, that I managed to talk to people who were there before me. For example, Anne Mujisha was more like a mentor, you know, so she'll tell me, you know, you need to read this, you need to watch this, you know. If a man approaches you, you know what I mean, if you also show that you're interested, definitely they'll also pick interest in you. But if you show them from the word go that no, it's about leadership and not the body, then they'll definitely have to let go of you. And also the women leaders who are coming, they are going to parliament. Let them be a voice for the underprivileged women, because honestly speaking, we are counting on them. So we want the women that will go there, call a spade, speak truth to power, but represent the underprivileged women.
Thank you so much. And as we ponder more on that point, we are going to take a break. And please join the conversation. We'd love to hear your comments on what you think. Our social media platforms are on your screen there. And please come to our Facebook page and Twitter handle on Women Rise Up, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. We're still here with Honorable Doreen Nyanjura, the Deputy Lord Mayor. Now, Doreen, I'd love to ask you, what more can be done to level the playground, you know, to level the ground to increase women in leadership, different leadership levels?
Well, first and foremost, I think we need to invest in educating women or the girl child. And for me, this should start right from where we come from. Yes, right from where we come from, when we are still babies, right? Because I'll take you back to Uganda. You'll find there's a way a baby girl is treated, right? There's a way a baby girl is treated. There's a way the boys are treated, that if you're to even move around, I can even challenge you, go to any class of pupils and ask the girls, you know. Most of them will tell you they want to be nurses. They'll always, you know, their aspirations are usually low. But you'll hear the boys saying, we want to be presidents, we want to be doctors. So our upbringing, you know, even in our homes, you know, you find parents are buying a boy child a car, they're buying a girl child a baby, you know. So from a tender age, girls are brought up knowing that for them they're supposed to be mothers, housewives, and all that. So we need to to invest in education. Because for a lady who is educated, honestly speaking, you cannot compare her reasoning to a lady who is not who has not gone to school. So most women fear to take up leadership positions because they are not educated.
Yeah.
But two, I think women also need to be economically empowered.
Yeah.
Because like I've already said, yes, even when we say the law should be implemented and I would do away with bribery, still we need money for posters. We need money for banners, campaigns and all that, name it. So women also need to be economically empowered. Beyond that, it is still going to be a very huge challenge. But also the policies need to be implemented. And I can cite an example of my political party, and that is FDC. There's a deliberate effort of ensuring 40% of the positions in the party
For women.
are for women. Okay. Yeah, so I believe if the policies and the laws we have in place are implemented, then definitely we are going to see more women taking up the leadership positions. Yes, without that, we still have a very long way to go. So for me, those three issues stand out: education, economic empowerment, and of course having the laws that favor women.
Are implemented.
The
policies are there, but they are not implemented.
Exactly, that are implemented. Then we shall most likely see more women leaders taking up the positions. But also encourage the women, come up, contest, because if you don't come up and contest, there is no way you're going to occupy these positions. There is no way you're going to become leaders. And for me, I've seen this from my own experience, that when you come out and contest, even when you do not win, when an opportunity shows up somewhere, someone will say, oh, whether there's this Nyanjura, much as she didn't win, you know, we believe she's a good leader, we believe she can work. So women, please, come up, contest. If you do not contest, there's no you're going to become leaders.
Okay.
Yes.
And what role can men play in our society to support women in the different levels of leadership?
Well, first and foremost, men need to become women activists. Because as women, our voices might not be able to reach all corners. There are tables where we do not sit. But if men can also talk on our behalf, I definitely think we are going to reach very far. For example, I'll take back to our African cultures. When a man says something, I think to a fellow man, it carries more weight than when a woman says it. So men need to become activists for women's rights. But two, and our fathers, our grandfathers, you know, they need also empower us. And I'll take you back to our culture, where it is the boy child that inherits property, where it is the boy child that inherits land. So indirectly, the boy child is being empowered at the expense of the girl child. So our grandfathers, our husbands really need also look at these issues. And I believe that will make a very huge difference. They should also empower their women, you know.
For a young girl that is out there who's watching right now, she's saying, oh, I want to be like the Honorable. What advice do you have for her who wants to achieve leadership like you have?
Well, I think for the young girls out there, I would just tell them to believe in themselves, because I can surely tell you that I come from a very humble background. I come from one of the poorest districts in Uganda. That is Chenjojo districts, I think one of the forgotten districts. I'm born of 1989, born to a secondary school teacher and a P3 dropout. So leadership is not only reserved for those from Harvard, you know. Leadership is not reserved for those from rich backgrounds. We all can be leaders, and we should all be leaders. And of course, there are some traits that pay off, you know. For me, I think if you're a leader, you have to be principled, you have to be consistent, you have to be transparent, and also you have to respect yourself. And that will honestly take you places.
Thank you so much, Honorable. And as our conversation ends here, well, it's still going on social media, on Facebook and on Twitter as well. Please would love to hear what you think. your comments that you have upon supporting women in leadership and taking up different electoral positions. Well, until next time, we'll see you.